Welcome back to Royal Sussex Squad, the place where we break down the truth behind royal drama and call out the players behind the scenes. If you're tired of the endless smear campaigns against Prince Harry and Meghan Markle and want to hear the real story, you're in the right place. We keep it real, we keep it factual, and we call out the hypocrisy every single time. So if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. And if you love what we do here, don't forget to support the channel with a super thanks. We appreciate each and every one of you. Now let's get into it, because today we are exposing none other than Queen Camilla, the woman who spent decades scheming her way to the throne and wrecking relationships along the way. According to In Touch Weekly, Camilla played a huge role in fueling the tension between Meghan and Kate. And let's be honest, does that surprise anyone? We know that Camilla has always been a behind-the-scenes operator, pulling strings and planting stories to protect herself at all costs. Harry himself called Camilla out in spare, making it clear that she was feeding the press damaging stories. And now, insiders are confirming that she actively encouraged tension between Kate and Meghan. Why? Because if they were fighting, no one would be paying attention to her and Charles. Classic deflection. The more the press focused on Meghan and Kate's so-called feud, the less they scrutinized Camilla's shady rise to power. But let's talk about Kate for a second. Was she a victim of Camilla's manipulations, or did she willingly go along with it? According to royal expert Tom Quinn, Camilla wasn't exactly a fan of Kate when she joined the family either. Kate had her own struggles trying to fit into the royal system, but instead of standing up to the toxicity, she became part of it. She let Meghan take the fall to protect her own image. We all remember the infamous Meghan made Kate cry headlines. And what did we find out later? That it was actually Kate who made Meghan cry. But did Kate ever come out and correct the false narrative? No, she stayed silent while Meghan was vilified. So while Camilla may have been the mastermind behind the divide, Kate certainly didn't do anything to stop it. And what about William? Harry pointed out in a 2023 interview that William and Kate experienced their own media attacks. But instead of standing in solidarity with Meghan and Harry, they let Camilla manipulate them into seeing Meghan as the problem. That's exactly what Camilla wanted. Division. She feared that if William and Harry stood together, they would be a powerful force against her, and let's be real, she wasn't going to let that happen. She needed them divided, and unfortunately, she succeeded. Look at where we are now. Harry and William barely speak. Meghan and Kate have little to no contact. Charles has effectively cut Harry out of his life, and who's sitting comfortably on her throne unbothered? Queen Camilla. After all the damage she caused, Camilla got exactly what she wanted, her crown. And now, we're supposed to believe she's universally beloved, please. The same woman who carried on an affair with Charles for decades, destroyed Princess Diana's marriage, and manipulated her way to power is suddenly the nation's sweetheart? That's the power of royal PR for you. Harry himself said in his 60 Minutes interview that there were bodies left in the street because of Camilla's ambition, and that's the truth. She didn't just ruin Meghan and Kate's potential friendship, she shattered entire family relationships just to get what she wanted. Now, there's been some recent chatter about Kate wanting to make peace with Meghan. In Touch claims that after her health struggles, Kate has a new outlook and wants to mend fences. But let's be honest, where was this energy when Meghan was suffering? Where was the support when Meghan was suicidal and pregnant, begging for help? If Kate truly wants to make amends, she needs to do more than send well wishes. She needs to tell the truth. She needs to publicly acknowledge how Meghan was treated and take responsibility for her silence. Until then, this sudden desire for reconciliation feels like another PR stunt. At the end of the day, all roads lead back to Camilla. She manipulated, schemed, and played every person in that family like a chess game. And she's the only one who came out on top. But we see her for who she truly is, and we're not letting the world forget it.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle at risk of losing royal title? UK's royal family prepared to strip Harry and Markle of Sussex titles. New media
In Touch was notably one of the few American outlets really going for it years ago when the Prince William Rose Hanbury rumors were circulating. I'm just saying they're not new to this. Anyway, In Touch is running a funny exclusive about how Queen Camilla is the whole reason why the Princess of Wales and Duchess of Sussex fell out. I disagree. I think Kate hated Meghan on sight, but sure, Camilla's machinations behind the scenes absolutely deepened a lot of the rifts within the Windsor
Meghan
clan.
premiered on Netflix.
Camilla has always been a
The
snake in
former
the grass.
American actress
Some highlights
has
from In
attracted
Touch's
much
big
attention.
exclusive.
With
Harry wrote in
positive,
Spare
Meghan has
that he
also
believed
received
Camilla
negative
briefed the media
reviews.
about Meghan versus
One particular
Kate.
bit from the show
Camilla is
hasn't
always
gone
looking out
down
for
well with
herself
the
first,
netizens,
says an
and
insider,
now it
revealing
seems the
shocking
same
new
hasn't gone
details
down
behind
well
the
with
Queen's
the British
twisted
royals
plots
as
against
well.
her perceived rivals.
As seen in the second
Kate and Meghan
episode
made
of the
good targets.
lifestyle show,
Quite simply,
Meghan
if the
and Mindy
princesses were
Kaling
constantly at
prepared for a
war,
garden
then
party
anything negative
and
out there
talked
about
about
her and
foods
Charles
they
would be
ate
of
when they were
limited interest,
kids.
adds the insider.
During the episode,
Kate and Meghan never had a
Meghan was
chance.
seen correcting Mindy and
William and
telling
Kate
her
were
she is
Camilla's
Sussex
victims
now.
too. William and
Later,
Kate were victims
Meghan,
as well.
while speaking
Harry has
to a
claimed.
media network,
Camilla
said that the
wasn't very
Sussex
keen
name
on
is part
Catherine
of their
when she
love
joined the
story
family.
that she will tell
Royal
Prince
expert Tom
Archie
Quinn
and Princess
reveals in the new
Lilibet
British
about one
documentary,
day.
The Middletons,
Meghan said
Modern
as kids
Royal
grow,
In-Laws.
they are
And because they
excited
were
to know
seen
how
as
their
stealing the
mother and
limelight,
father
Harry
met.
pointed out in a
She said that a
2023
huge
ITV
part of our
interview,
love story
William,
is that they
42,
share the name
and Kate,
Sussex.
43, went
But if
through
some
a large
reports are
portion
to
of
be
the same
believed, there's
things
a
that Meghan and I
possibility
went
that
through.
Meghan and Prince
Camilla
Harry
drove a
may
wedge
face
between
losing
the two
their
couples.
Duchess and Duke
They
of
definitely
Sussex
had their
titles.
issues, but the
According
animosity
to
snowballed
reports,
because of all the
that might
negative
happen
stories
if they
out there.
continue making
Harry started
critical
accusing
remarks
William
about
of
the
leaking
royal
things as
family.
well,
Prince
says the
Harry and
insider.
Meghan Markle got
Harry and
married in
Meghan heard that William and
2018,
Kate and the rest of the
and the
palace
couple
staff
stepped
often
down as
refused
senior
to set the
royals in
record straight,
2020.
took it to the
As
next
part
level,
of their
the
agreement,
insider adds, by leaving
Buckingham
the royal
Palace
family
stated that they
and
would
telling
no
all in
longer
a
use
series
the
of
His Her
barn-burning
Royal
interviews
Highness
and Spare,
honorifics,
beloved
as they were
Camilla.
no
In
longer
the middle of all
working
the
members
strife,
of the
Camilla
royal
was crowned
family.
queen in 2023,
However,
and
while
now
they
she's
relinquished their
almost
H-Rish
universally
titles,
beloved, the
they
insider
retained
points
their
out.
titles
She
of
finally
Duke and
achieved her
Duchess
goal.
of Sussex.
But as Harry said on
When
60
King
Minutes,
Charles
there were
ascended to the
bodies
throne in
left in
September
the street.
2022
Kate and
after
Meghan's
Queen
friendship was among
Elizabeth
the
II
casualties.
passed away,
It's a shame,
Archie
says
and
the
Lilibet
insider,
were
because they
afforded
have
the
a lot in
titles of
common.
Prince and
There's no
Princess.
reason why they shouldn't get
A
along,
royal
even if
source
they were
told a
never
media
destined to
network
be
that the
BFFs. These days, contact between Kate and Meghan, who once giggled together at Wimbledon, is extremely limited, says a source, though Kate was genuinely touched when Meghan sent her well wishes during her cancer battle. Kate wants to make peace with Meghan. She's so full of gratitude these days, and in her view, no one should waste time holding grudges. She is more than willing to make peace with Meghan. And Meghan is very much on the same page. The pair exchange gifts for each other's children, who would love to get to know their cousins, says the source. William and Harry will take some convincing. Kate has been quietly trying to chip away at the tension, hoping to bring them back together, but so far, nothing has worked, says the insider. The feeling among those close to them is that the only way the brothers will ever reconcile is if both Meghan and Kate want it to happen. There's been a renewed campaign in recent weeks to say that Kate is somehow open to reconciling with Harry, and now Meghan too? I don't buy it. But I'm happy to see that people are starting to understand how thoroughly Camilla has destroyed relationships within the family. Camilla always feared that Diana's sons would gang up on her, so she drove a wedge between them. She hated that two younger wives got more attention than her, so she drove one princess out of the country and she's gatekeeping the other. I also believe that Camilla is completely behind Charles's estrangement from Harry, and Charles's weird relationship with William. Granted, Charles has made those choices for himself, but Camilla has always wanted Charles estranged from his sons. Queen Camilla feud. What do you think? Do you believe Kate is really trying to make peace, or is this just another royal PR move? And how much of the family's division do you think is Camilla's doing? Let's get into it in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the truth. And if you'd like to support the channel, drop a super thanks. We appreciate you. Until next time, stay loud, stay proud, and always stand with Harry and Meghan. And